On the other side of town at Community Regional Medical Center, 24-year-old James Edwards is recovering from an accident involving a pair of scissors. The injury left the middle two fingers on his left hand virtually useless.
As soon as it happened, my fingers went dead and I couldn't lift them back up, the two middle ones. So it was hard for me to lift them back up. They told me I had to get surgery.
The damage inside James's hand is extensive.
We would expect both the long finger and the ring finger to have their tendons cut.
But Dr. Kent Yamaguchi must cut into James' hand to know for sure. Back at Community Regional Medical Center, James Edwards is undergoing corrective hand surgery.
So we expect that the tendons to lift up those two fingers, the extensor tendons are cut, so we'll have to explore it and try to repair it. We're going to squeeze out all the blood here and then there's a blood pressure cuff on his arm so that it'll be a bloodless field. Just open this. Tenotomy scissors, please.
Dr. Yamaguchi begins the repair by cutting open James's hand. Back at Community Regional Medical Center, Dr. Yamaguchi is beginning James's reconstructive hand surgery.
Here's the cut tendons. Put double hook in here. These are the cut ends of the tendon here. So we'll have to find the upper end of it. Use your left hand. Thank you. You can see that this is the tendon for the ring finger, and this is actually the one for the long finger, and we'll connect those two up. There's actually three tendons, or three slips. It's only to two fingers, but there's three pieces. It really only counts as only two tendons, though. Sometimes the upper end of the tendon can go all the way up to beyond the wrist, so the patient is aware of the possibility that this scar might have to go all the way into the wrist or area.
In the OR at Community Regional Medical Center, Dr. Kent Yamaguchi is repairing a severely injured hand.
Yeah, we're suturing the tendons together now with a permanent suture material, which is will stay in. It will not dissolve, and it'll help support it. Gina, if we need this a little higher, I think. We're going to try and make it so there's no tension.
This is very delicate work and requires extreme precision.
We're going to put a splint on the bottom side of his hand, and then we'll start to gentle exercise in a controlled manner with our hand therapist to try to decrease the scarring effect on the tissue. If we don't do some sort of activity, try and reduce the scar we don't want, he'll have a stiff finger and will not be able to move it as well. Our goal is to try to get as much function, meaning strength and motion, as possible so he could resume as much normal activity as possible.
In the OR at Community Regional Medical Center, Dr. Yamaguchi has reattached the damaged tendons in James's left hand.
This other laceration or cut that he has is partial. It's only the top layer of skin, so we won't have to repair that. But we're going to put a layer of stitches that dissolve on their own over several months. And hopefully in about 6 weeks, we'll have him out of the splint and him doing activities. It looks like we were able to find the tendons and put the tendons together. If he doesn't have an infection and he heals well and goes through hand therapy in about 6 weeks, he should have pretty good function. He'll come back next week to get checked, and at 2 weeks we'll take out the sutures. But we hope that he follows all the directions.